It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. At CD, it was a bit of a hectic offseason for the Ravens. The questions at quarterback, they went all the way till draft night. But in the end, Lamar Jackson is back, and these folks in Maryland, they couldn't be happier.
No, they couldn't. And listen, they'll take a hectic offseason if it ends this way. Lamar Jackson back, taking every snap for their Baltimore Ravens. Brand new offensive coordinator. Don't be surprised if the ball's in the air a little bit more than what we've seen in the past.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dolphins, we know about the weapons on offense on the perimeter. But you think this is a team, Charles, that needs to step it up defensively to go to the next level?
I do, and they have the pieces in place. They have excellent players. Perhaps the new system that's been brought in will give them that edge that they need in the AFC East.
Right to the air is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson on second down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Harvey, you know when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On third down, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play action with Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. But he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Hey, report. Right shot.
Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw is Jackson. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah. Hey.
Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle. Report. Shut up.
Again, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him any time he has open space.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Middle. Hey, shot. No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we're at half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, "Would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter?" And I look, what? All right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Here's Tua. And Wilson with it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll go down at the 28. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Dobbins with a typical strong run, and 3 years in, you still feel like you haven't seen all he can be as a pro. Injuries wiped out 2021 and part of 2022. And when he's out there and healthy, he can be electric.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Middle.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 19. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throw caught by Flowers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
All right, come on.
Tua now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Wilson's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They'll start with the option. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Still first down.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try it now with Mostert. Avoids him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Accelerating, and off he goes. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, Tua.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
44. Ready.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Durham Smythe from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Dolphins 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Second down and 4.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.